Hello everybody, welcome to Rising Hawk Tarot. This video is for the Sun Bear zodiac sign of the Snow Goose, and it is for the month of November. So I will be using the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck for the initial spread, and then I will be using the Fairy Wicca Tarot to clarify. And at the very end of the reading, I will pull three main themes from the Fine Horn Oracle Spirit deck. All right, so let's go and get started for the snow geese. Okay, looks like a very great reading for you so far here, snow geese. We'll start in the center. We always start in the center of the medicine wheel. And we start here with tiger energy. So the tiger energy um, is the lunar force. It is a very feminine energy, and this energy is in ease in the darkness and at one with the silence. So very center in that wheel. Um, Snow geese, it is asking you to awaken your divine feminine this month. And again, find that ease in the darkness and comfort in the silence is what's really coming through there. But let's clarify this tiger energy. So with the tiger, we have the 10 of swords, or the 10 of air, which would represent the 10 of swords. So the 10 of swords is a card of something being dead, done, and over with. And again, so I feel like what is done is fear of silence, fear of darkness. So it's almost like I feel a lot of you snow geese actually could be really stepping into um, and accepting that shadow side of yourselves this month. So, and I think that is absolutely wonderful. And also with that 10 of air, it also says that this ending is a blessing for you, which makes sense with our next card. Moving over to the east of the wheel, we have elephant energy. And the elephant energy, so again, this is sitting in the area where your warrior animal would sit. And your warrior animal is coming through very strong. The elephant energy is unstoppable. The elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. So it feels like for you snow geese that any obstacles that do come up for you this month, like I said, it won't be anything. Like you will be able to crush those obstacles is what I'm feeling there. And with that elephant, yes, you have the Weaver Goddess. So this is like a completion, an ending. So I feel like I said, you have that unstoppable elephant energy. Um, so it's almost like you've already destroyed the obstacles, right? Because you are coming to this completion, this ending, and it's because you've had that unstoppable energy behind you, and this has brought a lot of good fortune for you. So really celebrate any achievements that you have had. Especially within the last month, I would say, really celebrate those achievements as well as any that come up this month. So next we go over to the west of the wheel. And here we have lamb energy. And the lamb energy, so this is a card of inner peace. And our healer animal sits over in the west of the wheel. So this is kind of your healer animal coming through. Now, again, this is a general reading for many people. And so all of your animals will be different. So just because it is the lamb here does not mean that that is your animal. But your for you snow geese, your healer animals will be very active. Let's say next month for November. And it's asking you to really sit with your healer animal because there is a message that you need to receive. Um, And it's saying that the truth is a gift. So it's asking you to sit and listen. Um, so there may be a need for some quiet for you, snow geese. But let's clarify this lamb energy. So with the lamb, we have the Barian of air. So this would represent the Queen of Swords. Um, so again, your healer animal, this has to do with the area of your mind, with that Queen of Swords. So there's something in your mind that needs to be healed. I feel a lot of possible chaos going on in your mind, and it's, just asking you to bring that chaos to order through clarity and boundaries. So also make sure that your boundaries are very firm this coming month, I would say, for you snow geese. And again, listen for that message. There is a message from your healer animal. If you know how to connect with your healer animal, I would recommend that you do so. If you're not sure about your healer animal, I will post in the comments or uh, pin it in the description. Another YouTube channel, Shamanic Teaching and Healing. She has a wonderful drum meditation that can help you find your power animals. So I will put that either in the comments or in the description. Okay, so now we go down to the south of the wheel. And here we have this tarantula energy. And the tarantula energy is a card of being at a crossroads, which again really makes sense because you had that Weaver goddess, right? So that's a completion, that's an ending. So I feel like this this crossroads for you could be where do I go next? I've just completed this cycle. Where do I go next? So let's clarify that tarantula energy. So with the tarantula, we have the banshee crone. So this would be a card of, again, of endings, which again you had, endings, new beginnings. Um, but it's also a card of rebirth, right? So you are rebirthing yourself right now because you have just come to the completion. You've just come to the end of a cycle. So you are just now in the process of rebirthing yourself. And you're going through a very big transformation. So with that tarantula and that whatever that crossroad is, whatever that choice is, follow your intuition, and claim your life's purpose, is the message that is coming through there. Okay, next we go up to the north of the wheel. And here we have bear energy. And the bear is like an awakening from a spiritual slumber. And again, it's not like, because again, I do feel, like I said, you have been working towards something and you have just completed a cycle and you're just awakening to the new possibilities that are ahead of you. So this is a totally new beginning. It's a new direction, and it's going to cause a lot of personal transformation and inner strength. But let's clarify that bear energy. Oops. Okay. So with the bear energy, we have the hangman. So the hangman with the bear energy would say that now would be a good time to do some reflection and gain some enlightenment. So it's kind of asking you um, almost to not do anything just yet. Okay, like because again, you just finished this cycle, you are starting a new one, or you're about to start a new one. And that's kind of what I'm feeling, is that you're about to start a new cycle, but Spirit is just kind of saying, don't rush into it. Don't be too anxious to start this new cycle. Enjoy this in between right now, and use this in between to gain enlightenment, to gain perspective, and to decide which direction that it is that you want to go. Because if you rush into it, you may go into a direction that is maybe not in your highest good. So, okay. Next, we go down to the southeast of the wheel. And here we have fire ant energy. So the spirit that's coming through here is really try to avoid drama this month with this fire, because uh, the drama is going to make you feel antsy. You're not going to like the energy of the drama. So just really try to avoid drama this month if you can. Um, it may mean that you have to spend a little bit of time by yourself to avoid the drama. But again, with that hangman, that's not such a bad thing, right? It's not such a bad thing to spend some time alone this month, because that'll give you your enlightenment, and it helps you to avoid the drama. With the fire ant, yes, we have the Eight of Air, which would be the Eight of Swords. And this is a card of walking away from things that no longer serve you. So this drama is not serving you. Okay. So it's really saying for you to walk away from the drama. Don't engage in it. Next, we go over to the southwest of the wheel. And here we have turtle energy. And so this turtle energy is very grounded energy. It is it's a card of being very at home with yourself, which again, I do feel like you are, like, with this completion, you are very comfortable in your own skin at this time, and you have a very strong connection to Earth this month, Earth and water. So it's like that grounding and cleansing, which again makes sense because you're at an end of a cycle. So it makes sense to have that water energy to cleanse you, but you are also very grounded at the same time. So let's clarify this turtle energy. So with the turtle, we have the Nine of Tine, which would be the Nine of Wands. So it says that you are creating a power story right now. Just the way that you are dealing with and handling this ending, and allowing yourself um, to pause before starting the next cycle. This is actually creating a power story for you. I feel a lot of you snow geese actually probably have a habit of rushing from one cycle to another cycle without taking that time in between. So this is just saying that you are taking that time in between, and by doing so, you are creating a power story for yourself. I love it. Okay, now we go up to the northwest of the wheel, and here we have octopus energy. Uh, so, uh, so of the great teachers, um, seeking is one of the great teachers that sit in the northwest of the wheel. And I feel right now that a lot of you, and again, makes sense. You're at the end of a cycle and you're in that in-between stage before starting, and you're yearning. The octopus is a card of yearning and reaching. Um, but it's really saying, like, again, with all this other energy in your reading, as much as you want to, you're yearning, and it's like you're feeling like you're needing something right now. Spirit is just saying you don't. Okay, take the time for yourself right now. Um, because so like the octopus can represent having a lack of boundaries and a lack of direction, which again, like we said, with that bear energy, you're about to start something in a new direction. So again, you're kind of sitting in that in between energy at the moment. But let's clarify this octopus energy. Okay, with the octopus, we have the Ace of Tine. So this would be the Ace of Wands. So this is, again, the aces in the tarot always represent new beginnings. And again, we know that you are moving towards a new beginning. And it's saying that, the time you take in between, as much as you are yearning with that octopus energy to get started on something new, the time you take in between is actually going to allow you to have a breakthrough, is what I'm seeing with this Ace of Tine. You'll experience a breakthrough and a magical inspiration. You are going to end up very inspired to do something. But again, you have to give yourself that time in between this ending and this new beginning. But the new beginning, if you give yourself that time, it's going to be magical. And the last card in the spread, we go over to the northeast of the wheel. And here we have this unicorn energy. And the unicorn energy represents our third eye. So it's reconnecting to your higher wisdom and divinity. It's about waking up. So I do feel like you are waking up to something this month, snow geese. But again, you have to give yourself that time. That keeps coming through with this reading, is that you have to give yourself that space in between this ending and this new beginning. And that's going to happen this month. Let's clarify that unicorn energy. Okay, with the unicorn, yes, we have the Chariot, and the Chariot is a card of mastery. It's a card of movement. It's a card of a mastery of self. It's the courage to face uncertainty. And again, I do believe that that's kind of where you're sitting right now, is in the uncertainty. Like I said, that in between. You've completed a cycle, but you haven't quite started the next one. And this is just saying, like I said, take that time in between, allow the messages to come through, really connect with your higher self, with that unicorn, that third eye chakra, because the messages that come through and the time that you take is really going to um, allow you to, again, once you do have that magical inspiration, the Chariot says that you will be moving very, very fast at that point, and you will have um, mastered something about yourself. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So now we will pull the three main themes for the month for the snow geese. We have vitality, awakening, and abundance. I love it. I love it. So again, I do feel like, especially with that awakening card, you are definitely going to experience an awakening um, this month. Like I said, awakening to your new purpose, your new direction. um, and your eyes are going to be wide open for that. And it's really asking you to live in that expanded awareness with this abundance card, and recognize and also sit in gratitude this month, of all the abundance that you have around you. And then you have the vitality card. And on that card, it says, stand in the strength of your love, right? So, In this in between, like I said, connect with that your higher self. Um, and again, the strength of your love is really what is going to, I think, again, have that magical inspiration, the new beginning, as well as that mastery of self that I spoke about with that chariot. That's all going to come from a place of love, and that is where your strength is coming from. Not just this month, but I would say always. So great reading, Snow Geese. That was awesome. So please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the channel out, and I really do appreciate it. I do love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.